in a risk-free digital environment. So you have to calculate their performance, their availability. Okay. You can't simply lay off people just like that. Okay. You should be able to prove how many is okay, how many is not okay, objectively. That is the goal of simulation modeling. Yeah. The word is objective determination without having to use the word that they usually use, gut feeling. Remove from that. Yeah. Remove from that. Okay. After we apply this, I can tell you, because should be able to determine how many users is enough, how many users is not enough, and the like. Okay. Let's say we have a problem with long passenger queues at the airport. We can't just knowing the likely impact. What does it mean? This is what we are trying to prove. In order for you to do the simulation, we need to understand the behavior of the queuing. We need to understand the behavior of the queuing. What we call queuing discipline. How many passenger arriving, number of check-in desks, number of security scanners, available departure gates, how many employees we have in each of the counters, if you like, random events like equipment breakdown and staff shortage. Say for instance, how many staff you can allow to take leave? How many staff can you operate on a very skeletal basis? Yeah, that is the kind of questions because hospital keep on asking. Yeah, how many local doctors do we need at a point of time? Okay. Is the current timetable working and the like? Okay. These are the things we need to understand in order to formulate the simulation modeling technique. A bit more. You can think about a bank. If there's a long queue, how many counter hands do you need? Say for instance, the nearest main bank. At what point of time you have the peak hours? At what time people are there at most? Sorry, the most. You can actually simulate based on your queuing speed. Okay. So, based on the model, the decision that you are going to make is a lot more confident. In the case of Likas, they can actually stop the staff transfer. We can also apply this technique to JTNK. If people keep on asking them to go somewhere else, you can actually use this application and tell the senior management that, hang on, we need these people in order to function well. Okay. And you can keep on asking the what if questions. That going to increase one doctor. What will happen if the nurses are sick? Okay, the what if questions are basically indefinite. You keep on asking. Uh, so that's the beauty of simulation. Okay. I can give you one example. Say in the case of recast, they do have three zones: red zone, yellow zone, and green zone. We studied the green zone: asthmatic patients, minor OT, and asthmatic, minor OT, and high fever. For you to actually run the green zone properly, how many machines, asthmatic related machines that you need? You can actually get the answer from simulation modeling. Okay. What else have I missed? Here, yeah. In the case of recast, let's see another example. In the case of rehabilitation ward, Queen Elizabeth I Hospital, there are shortage of someone who can help you with the record keeping, or I can't remember the name. Physiologist, yeah. Physiologist. They're short of that. So, with simulation, the hospital can actually advise organization aware of that problem, then they put a request to the federal. So, many organizations build simulations for new processes, new facilities. Okay, I reckon the new hospital that we're going to have should employ this instead of just recruiting people. They can actually do some simulation. How many doctors do they need? How many beds do they need? How many X-ray machines do they need? How many ambulance do they need? How many anything related to your day-to-day operations. Some people does not like this because you might be transferred to other places because you do have some kind of access already. Okay. You can uncover some issues. Okay. What we have found in the case is the fact that some doctors are overworked when some of their colleagues have gone away or not just going for it but going for seminar and the like. That can actually harm the patient. That can actually harm the operation. Waiting time for us, the patient, is very crucial. You do not want to be waiting for long. But for the doctors, if you are there for some time, that means you are very healthy. Okay, there's some kind of contradiction. But still, I'll share with you the exact finding with the Likas in a minute. But this is basically the introduction. So you can actually prove what you're trying to do objectively. In many cases, say for instance, you would like to buy more buses for UMS. So how do you go about proving to the senior management that this amount of bus is enough, this amount of bus is not enough? So you can do some simulation. Buses, vehicles. Say for instance, many buses going up. How many buses do you need to be in the garage? How many buses that can go for repair? If so many buses are under repair, what will happen to your operation when it comes up? Okay. Don't confuse simulation, modeling and optimization. This is the beauty. Enables evidence-based decision. Okay? And we can actually improve this by improving the probability technique. Scenario comparing. Okay? You can consider all possible angles and making confident decision first time. Scenario comparing is actually a very powerful tool which simulation modeling can offer. Yeah. How many bars you can offer to the student? How many doctors should be there in a ward? How long you can go? Say for instance, can you go for a 1 week seminar? Can you go for a 3-hour meeting without not affecting your department operation? Yeah, and the like. Okay. These are the kinds of simulation technique available: agent-based, continuous simulation, hybrid simulation. Okay. today we just give you an overview of this event. Because the application to the education department, to the okay. Simple solution. There's a hospital in Europe. They have about 500 beds. Okay, 70,000 emergency department visits per day. Yeah, walk in and through the ambulance. So using simulation, they find out many things. Okay, and this is the result, the positive result. Okay, length of stay decreased by 60%, but really understanding the performance of their department. Non-admitted patient length of stay reduced by 97%. Okay, patients leaving emergency department without treatment reduced by 53%. These are interesting figures for the hospital administrators, for policymakers at the clinical level. Okay, so we can provide this to them. Okay. At the same time, when you zoom in, we can actually understand the emergency and trauma department layout. Where's the bottleneck? Where's the starvation? Okay, you might have not heard about the word starvation. Starvation happens when there's a bottleneck. Okay, the process after the bottleneck, where the staff is not doing much, is called starvation. They are waiting for the bottleneck to be reduced, or the job at the place to be completed. So there are many starvations throughout the queue, which we have to tackle what they should be doing and the like. Okay? How do you go about solving the bottleneck? Okay? Requires a true understanding of the queue. Okay? This is not. This is what I call true life example. You can download many scholarly journals sharing the same benefits. What they have actually enjoyed after applying simulation modeling. So, at least LICAS have actually used simulation modeling. Of course, to a limited extent. Yeah, but it is something in Malaysia that we are moving. The decision that they are making is very objective. Can we show you the paper, the Word document? Please. Okay, can you highlight that a bit? Okay, please. Okay, this paper is research in progress. The work that we have done in LICAS. Okay. preliminary evidence from the Women and Children Hospital, Sabah. Some of the results can be shared, some of the results cannot be shared. That is normal, if you like. But similar work is happening in Labuan, and I have been asked to look at the department in other hospital as well, trying to understand the performance of the department. So it can be applied at the very least, yeah. At the very least, yeah, it can be applied to the real world, and they are performing better than before. They know you cannot push the doctor to the fullest. He will end up doing any mistake. It's not like the conveyor belt. It's not like the conveyor belt. You push to the fullest, not the doctors. Okay. Can we go back to the slide, please? Thank you. Sorry. Thank you. Okay. A bit more about discrete event simulation. Okay. The technique is growing. The employment of the technique is growing in the Asia Pacific region, if you like. Okay, we do have people in Hong Kong doing the same thing. We do have people in Taiwan doing the same thing. Okay, many improvement has been done in the United States, in England, and in Europe. I said that because England is no longer part of Europe, so we can actually use this technique, if you like. The goal of the simulation when we were dealing with LICAS is to reduce the department overcrowding. Yeah. You know, in some cases, people will go to the A&E, Queen 1, Queen 2 LICAS, because you might have no budget left in your account. Let's say, for instance, you have spent all your limit, medical limit. Yeah, we are lucky. UMS are given 2,000 ringgit limit to go to the clinic. 2,000 ringgit per year, and you can extend that. Yeah, in some agencies you don't have that privilege, so they go to the hospital. In the weekend, and that's when the hospital start to employ the additional doctors. They call it locum doctors. Okay. Let me try to make you understand a bit about the simulation. Okay. This is a problem. A common exercise in learning how to build what we call DES is to model a queue. Okay. Customers arriving at a bank to be served by a teller. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Customers arriving at the bank to be served by a teller. So, what do you have? You have customers, you have tellers. Okay? You have to understand the customers. Customers arrival, customers inter-arrival. This is the tricky bit. But there are so many probability techniques that you can employ. Exponential, Poisson, and the like. Okay? And it has to be tested for validity. You have customers queue, number of customers in the queue, customers departure. Okay. For the tellers, you have teller begin service, teller status, idle or busy, teller service time. Okay. How do you go about translating the information that you have into simulation modeling? You need to understand what are the entities, what are the events, because it is an event-based simulation. Okay. In this case, the entities are customers queue and the tellers. System events, customer arrival and departure. The present state of the system, number of customers in the queue. Say for instance, in this case, it should be an integer from 0 to n. Teller status, and then random variables. Okay. In discrete event simulation, we have to use the random number generators, okay, to calculate the interarrival time. So from here, you break it down into the model. Then, okay, this is basically the development stage. Okay. Process of gaining access. In the case of emergency and trauma department, I have to do the what they call non-participatory observation for all the shift, night shift, evening shift, morning shift, normal shift, to actually have some idea, okay, at what time the doctors are really busy, the probability, okay, actually, okay, with all the documents that you need, you cannot just simply interfere. You have to monitor. Say for instance, high fever of a child. Yeah. So lots of documents that need to be processed. Okay. Initial field of observation, we need to understand the discipline of the queue. You need to know how many doctors available and how many nurses available. Okay. This is the third stage, developing the model based on the initial observation, full-scale data collection. Okay, this is the last two stages, validation and model refinement. Okay, we insert some agile technique. Okay, say for instance, we have some problem here, so we put together all the researchers. In the case of simulation, we call ourselves as model developers. Informants are known as model users. The doctors are all model users. The nurses are all model users, and they do have the spokesperson. I cannot simply interrupt the operation because sometimes they are in the red zone. A few occasions, I decided to go back home because the doctors who are attending the green zone, performing minor OT, has to go to the serious cases. Okay, so it takes time. And they were helping, the model users were helping in reviewing the simulation technique. Okay, this is what we have done. Okay, first you agree the research objective, the state and reasons leading to overcrowding. Okay. What's wrong? Are the doctors not good enough? Are the doctors not enough? And the like. Then you need the research scope. Okay. The boundary of the inquiries. So I cannot simulate all the 3 zones in one go because we don't have enough model developers. And green zone simulation requires a lot of time. Because after a few visits, I started to feel like vomiting. I've seen baby less than 1 year old with driven. Mak dia bawa dukung dia pergi ke mother was carrying the baby to the kitchen and the kettle was on top of the baby. So I said to the spokesperson, in this case the head of department, I better go back. I cannot continue developing the model. Okay. Agree the simulation objective. Okay, what exactly are we going to simulate? Agree the simulation scope, which zone, okay, type of sickness and the like. These 4 are very important before you go into the department. Then we agree upon the data collection approach, non-participatory observation, department spokesperson. You talk through the research code of conduct and the like. Sometimes they do not want you to observe them and the like. Okay. This one need to be approved by Kementerian Kesihatan Malaysia and it takes about 6 months to be done. Okay. With lots of supporting document from Likas Hospital. Okay. So the hospital would like to know this: the discipline, location and size of the queues. Okay. Whether there is a bottleneck, starving in the waiting line, floor modes. Okay. Which might influence the waiting line. How do you go about improving the presence and waiting line and the utilization of staff? They would like to know this in addition to what you have said before. Okay, so the objective of the study is actually, the objective of the simulation is actually evolving. The moment they started to see the benefits. Okay. At the same time, we train a few registrar of the A&E department. Okay. Validation. Okay. We use construct validity in order to keep on improving the model. In this case, all the model users would need to share their experience. They know. Say, I ask them, how many hours do you actually work? How many hours do you actually go to lunch? How many hours do you actually use in order to pray? How many hours do you actually spend on WhatsApp? You know, and the emergency department is not fully independent. They rely on the pathology, radiology, and a few more departments. You have to understand that. And the performance of their department is dependent upon the performance of the pathology and the radiology department. At one time, the CT scan in Likas was broken. So I asked the director, what is the assumption when you have just one machine? They are not going to break down. So CT scan requirement, they have to transport the patient to Queen. That will actually suffer the queue. Because you cannot keep on going to Queen for CT scan. Because that will actually worsen the overcrowding problem in other hospital. Okay. Okay. What we have found. Okay. This one comes from before. Yeah. Okay. We managed to answer everything. We understand the capacity and discipline of the queues. Okay. The factors influencing bottlenecks, starvations. The factors that prevents the queue from moving forward. In addition to this, okay, the performance of the individual staff absenteeism effect to the patient waiting line performance, the efficiency of the locum in comparison to the in-house doctors, staff allocation per shift. In addition to this, we managed to come up with this one as well. Okay, individually. Okay, so this is the suggestion, new service layouts. Given the fact that you know the waiting line insights, they visited the departmental procedures, they introduced new policies, and even they go back to the KPI. With simulation technique, Likas has been able to argue with Kementerian that the target given by Kementerian is too high to be achieved, for instance. Given the existing performance, okay, of the staff. So with simulation modeling, you understand two things. Existing performance, and the what if thingy. Are you with me? Yeah? You can measure the existing performance. You can actually measure the what if thing. What if, say for instance, say we ended up stopping all the locum doctors, what will happen to the queue? Say for instance we increase 3 more nurses, what will happen to the queue? Say for instance we increase 3 more ambulances. See? You know, Likas, area of coverage is very significant. Yeah? Kudat until Lawas. Yeah? Kudat until Lawas. Yeah? What do you call anak tak cukup bulan? Premature. Lawas is Sarawak, but it's covered by Likas. Yeah? Those who are in help from Lawas does not go to Miri. They go to KK. So just imagine. That is during the normal time. No emergency. Additional emergency, more burden on the existing doctors. Okay. So that is the beauty. You can actually measure what actually happened in your department. This can be applied to many other settings, yeah, many other hospitals. at this point of time, the research team consists of one model developer and one mathematician. Yeah, because I'm not that good in the probability technique, so we have to bring one probability expert in order to calculate the interval time. Okay. So, conclusion. Okay. It is not a solution, just a proposed model of a waiting line problem. Yeah. How do you go about designing your department? That is what simulation modeling technique can do. Strong potential in solving some present and future queuing problems. And like I said in the beginning, queuing problems does not have to be human. It can be documents queuing. Yeah. In the European countries, how they go about bringing down. You know, when you would like to close your water bill, yeah, say you want to migrate back to Malaysia, you would like to ask your deposit back quickly, yeah, and you close the account last minute, yeah. So they can monitor the movement of the document, how long does it take, and the like, and they can actually improve the business processes. You can do that as well. Okay. Like I said, this is the beauty policy makers, as it mimics what happens in the real system. Okay. And we have tried this, and the class is very happy with the output. They revisited their KPI. Actually, because of the availability of simulation modeling technique. Okay. Because you cannot simply let the doctors go on leave. You cannot simply send the doctors for training. You have to understand. If you do some stupid things using your gut feelings, yeah, the interesting word is gut feelings, yeah. Some people call it hunch. You will end up making a lot of people very angry, yeah. So I think that's all about today. I've shared with you the process. We can talk through the process later in detail if you like. Application, joint research, and Sabah in general. They are aware of the beauty of simulation modeling technique. Sabah in general. Sabah in general. The good news has gone to the Penarah Jabatan Pendidikan Negeri. Okay. So, thank you for listening. Thank you for your time. Any question? Feel free to contact me for the full version of SIMAR 8. They keep on renewing the login and password. Every 3 months. Can you show the document again? I would like to show the sample of the simulation, some output if you like. Can you bring it down a bit? Oh yeah, bring. Sorry, not this one. Yeah, can you bring the document down a bit? Please. Put more. Put more. Oh, hang on. Okay. Okay, this one. Oh, sorry. This one, yeah. This is the typical simulation output. Okay. Staff utilization, waiting times. Okay. Say for instance, you can calculate the average. Say your KPI is to clear the green zone patient in half an hour. With the existing staff capacity, can you do that? No, you can't. Yeah. Simulate can actually, discrete event simulation can actually help you do that. Can we go down a bit more, please? A bit more, please. These are the stages. A bit more, please. A bit more. Oops. Okay. This is the simulation that we have done. Okay. You can equate the properties. Yeah. These are the full-time staff. These are the locum staff. Yeah. See, from arriving to departing, some of them go to other hospitals, some of them go to the work, some of them go home. Okay. Some of them go to the pharmacy. You know, sometimes you are stuck in the consultation room. You cannot go to the consultation room because the blood result has not come back, the urine result has not come back, the X-ray result has not come back. You ended up going there, you know. So there's some kind of first triage, second triage. Sometimes nobody is there in the green zone because everybody has to go to the red zone. Some patient requires specialist attention and the like. So this is basically the simulation. Okay. You can configure the inter-arrival time using the probability technique that you like, that you reckon is most suitable to the context of the queue. Can we go a bit more down, please? So, okay, hang on this minute. Are they in the position to share the slides? You can look at the. Okay, in this case, if you like, say queuing time limit. Yeah. Say for instance, the KPI is 30 minutes. Likas should be able to meet only 38% of the KPI. That means there are shortage of equipment. So you can actually go back to the simulation and find the bottleneck, find the starvation. Yeah. Many people calculate the bottleneck but not the starvation. It's very interesting to know. You know, sometimes you go to the ward and you keep on seeing all these nurses are relaxing, you know, gossiping. Why is that? Because they are enjoying the starvation effect. Because earlier in the queue, there are some significant bottleneck. Say for instance, they can't do much without the X-ray result or the blood test. So they are waiting, and you are waiting, and they are waiting. And there's only one pathologist available at night, handling the entire hospital. So, are you kidding? They can't stop. Yeah. And the government is trying to bring down the waiting time from 3 hours to 2 hours. Yeah. We do have 3 emergency specialists in Likas. Throughout Sabah, I think we have 6 emergency specialists. Even the best person in the field can't do much without enough pathologists or radiologists. Yeah. That is the interesting thing that we have learned when we try to develop the simulation technique. I said to the hospital director, you are too worried about your emergency department. What is your assumption in other department? Yeah? Just one pathologist at night covering the entire hospital. Are you kidding? There's one radiologist at night covering the entire hospital. So you don't expect that radiologist or pathologist to be sick, or don't even eat at night, don't even go to play, don't even glance at their WhatsApp, don't even relax. You cannot ask them to work for 100% because they are just human. Huh? There are many studies agreeing to that point. Yeah. Machine, different thing altogether. Doctors, efficiency is only 85%. Some literature said 79. Yeah. I've not seen a literature suggesting the doctors should work more than 90% availability. Yeah. Okay. Any question? The interesting thing is to go to the emergency. We were quite lucky to be given the access to the emergency and trauma department because there is a very busy department, saving life. They need the output in order to suggest to the senior management how many nurses should be there, and you shouldn't be taking my nurse away. You know when there's an emergency call, sometimes 2 staff will go out, sometimes 3 staff will go out. They are not dedicated staff. It's the nurses, it's the staff nurse. They belong to the department. Just imagine if you are sending a patient from Labuan to KK, how many staff are not with you at that point of time? Or even from Ranau, yeah? How many? That we actually make the situation in Ranau a lot more demanding, yeah? Because it's a one-day trouble. When they send the patient to KK, they are short of ambulance, short of nurse. In some cases, the physiologist would need to accompany the patient. In some cases, the specialist would need to accompany the patient. And the like. Okay. So, can you type www.simal8.com? www, go to the browser, please. Okay. There are many tutorials online. You can start using. I reckon many applications can actually be discussed in order to use this discrete event simulation. Okay. www.simal8.com. You can find many videos there. I can show you one demo if you like. Am I running out of time? No? Yes? I'll show you the website. Can we click on here? But SIMA 8 will tell you what kind of program you should be using. You can choose. The software will give you the ability to choose, and you have to justify your choice. Okay. Can we go here? Yeah, so these are the examples. Okay. Healthcare, manufacturing, automation, call centers, and so many applications. And I'm working with the rehabilitation clinic at the moment in one hospital, trying to understand the same thing. Some preliminary results have come out. So, any questions? We can actually put some papers together, put some research grant together in relation to your own domain. As far as queuing is involved, discrete event, you can actually do some simulation. You can actually simulate how many gates you should have. During emergency, during normal time. Many applications. Yes, sir.
Can you let me know when you will apply on emulation or testbed your research? Okay, I would like to know when you will apply emulation or testbed on your research, because you have done simulation, and maybe in future is there any plan to do a testbed or real-time research on patient with collaboration with doctor, with Elizabeth or other hospital?
The challenges that we have when I was doing the modeling is to choose the most reliable inter-arrival time. That is the challenge, because when you apply different algorithm or modeling technique, you will come up with different result. That is the most difficult bit in developing the model. Simulation modeling it's not so much about real time. It's more on expansion decision. Of course, you can actually use simulation to actually understand your current performance, but the primary objective is the what if question. With what if question, you can actually resizing or increase your department. I have not yet tried with other domain, so I can share with you what exactly that we have done with the health industry. I've seen the literature. They decide on the bed numbers. Say for instance, UMS are going for 400 beds on what ground? So simulation modeling can actually tell you objectively on the beds. Okay, but with how many staff? With how many doctors? How many beds should go to the emergency? How many beds should go to the wards? How many beds? You know, they can actually understand the allocation of the bed using simulation. Okay, that's it. Thank you. Any question? Last one. In some, computer science department, they do actually teach simulation. When I was with my previous department, process modeling is very important. Process modeling is very important, so they teach simulation. And if I may share, Brunei University does have a simulation center, discrete event simulation center. All the simulations that are going to be used by the hospitals throughout United Kingdom has to be approved by one professor of healthcare in the simulation center at Brunei University. And they have grant like £5 million. So they make sure, okay, training, simulation model are standardized throughout the hospital. And all these hospitals are feeding in, the data, information in order to improve the simulation model. So we can start small, yeah, because we do have the medical faculty here. They can actually work with us, the science department, and we can actually tell them, okay, you have not enough X-ray machine, you have enough X-ray machine. Okay, so they can, using the information, they can actually train radiologists, pathologists. Even that can actually lead to new program. Say for instance, Sabah is shortage of trained radiologists, so you must can react to that.